Yo guys, it's your boy Mr. Rums. Today I'm here to take you on a journey through my hardcore playthrough of Ark. Not just any hardcore playthrough though. We're going to be attempting a 100 days hardcore playthrough without a single tamed dinosaur. Tamed dinosaurs and Ark go hand in hand. Tames don't only keep you safe with their massive HP pools and their saddle armor, they also keep you flying across the map at cosmic speeds. And during one of my previous 100 day playthroughs, I asked myself, would it be possible to do it without any dinos? Alright, attempt number 3, let's go. We spawned in on Bob Beach on the island map. We quickly began collecting fibers, thatch, and wood. We're going to need to get some primitive tools up, as well as a little bit of a food supply. And, ooh, what do we have here? Should I go for it? Oh, I can't. Oh, I have to get it. He doesn't mind at all. Okay. After collecting enough stone from around the beach, we were able to craft our first stone pickaxe, which will snowball us into the end game. Using that pickaxe, we harvested more thatch, wood, and flint, and made a proper stone axe and some fiber clothing. Need more berries. One of my main concerns is getting a base down ASAP, so we crafted a few building pieces and found a suitable spot for a base location. This will have to do. The whole point of us spawning and building on Bob Beach is that there's pretty much no aggro dinos around the area, at least for the first couple days. So we took our time crafting and building our little beautiful hut, and that's when... yeah, we were visited by a pretty rude herbivore. These guys shouldn't even be spawned near the beach this early. At least we're safe in our base. Okay, never mind. Let's go. No. After that, we learned the engram for the bow and began gathering fiber to craft one, as well as a handful of arrows. We're going to safe spot this guy because Dinosaurs are definitely very formidable opponents, especially this early on in a playthrough. Oh, he's stuck. That's perfect. Nope, never mind. After scaling one of the rock faces in the water here, we pretty much emptied our entire store of arrows into this guy. Oof. That hurt. Look at this base. You want some? Are you really gonna aggro to me now? You think you're a Dinosaur, don't you? After climbing down off of our safe spot, this Hesperornis had aggroed to us. I wasn't gonna take him out until he aggroed to us, but little did I know it was a blessing in disguise. Because after smacking him with our axe, we got organic polymer. And that is really good. We harvested the Theri for all of his hides and his keratin, and really kind of gauged the damage of the base. All that work for nothing. But it's not all bad, because that organic polymer will allow us to craft a set of ghillie armor, which is definitely one of the best sets of armor in all of Ark, and probably my favorite. We crafted some stone building pieces and some bolas. Boy, didn't you know I have bolas? Oh, take that. Get wrecked, son. After dealing with that very rude Dillo, we continued harvesting resources and crafted our first forge, and we placed it down on top of a stone building piece. We threw down the thatch foundations we lost and continued farming throughout the night. We even took a dip in the beautiful waters. Ooh. We continued farming and crafting stone building pieces. We got a little hungry, but thankfully we packed our Hesperornis egg. We crafted our first pestle and mortar and made some narcotics that night. And by the morning of day 2, we decided we'd take out that other Hesperornis for his organic polymer. But this guy put up a little bit of a fight. Give me all your polymers. Yes. We spent the entirety of the morning farming up resources to outfit our base. We crafted a smithy, placed down a ladder, and used the ladder trick to make sure our smithy was placed nice and snug against the walls of our base. Beautiful. We pretty much replaced all the gaps and the thatch foundations with stone ones. This will hold up a little better against fairies. And continued farming and placing down more stone building pieces. After what happened with that theory, my anxiety levels were at an all-time high. We crafted up some stone tools in our smithy, which is going to make farming a lot smoother and a lot faster. And while we were farming, we came across a lone parasaur. But we're not going to tame this guy, unfortunately. Just let it happen, buddy. Oh, I'm so sorry. I love parasaurs. Poor guy. We harvested the parasaur for his hide and his raw meat. We still don't have a steady food supply other than berries, so we definitely need to get on that ASAP. We found the parasaur's little mate and decided we'd take him out as well. Am I the only one that feels guilty when I take out a parasaur? Let me know in the comments. We farmed throughout the day into the night, and by nighttime we had enough resources to make a metal crossbow as well as a metal pike, which will definitely help us. On the morning of day 3, we had our first little supply of cooked meat come in, and a bunch of ceiling tiles to put on our base. Beautiful. Typically, I'm not super concerned about a full stone base this early on, but yeah, we don't have any carnos to keep us safe, so the base is all we have for now. And it's right on the water, so we began making a sort of pier or a dock. But before that, we had to test out our new crossbow, and man, is it accurate underwater. With our little trophy, we brought it back up to the base and had a fish fry. Beautiful. By day 4, we had a ton of pillars and ceiling tiles crafted and almost finished our little dock. The whole point of this dock is to get a motorboat, but as you can see, a motorboat is very expensive, so we're going to go with the welfare motorboat. Yeah, it'll have to do for now. On day 5, we farmed up a bunch of resources to craft our first raft, and before too long we were able to craft not just one raft, but 2 rafts, which is definitely ideal considering how fast these rafts can be destroyed in the open water. And you never know if you might need a backup plan to get out to a spot that's not easily accessible by swimming. With our new raft in the water, we decided it was only right to take it out for a little test drive. It's too foggy though. You might be wondering what I mean by being destroyed in open water. Well, we'll get into that later. We made a metal sickle in our smithy, which will definitely help us gather fiber a lot faster. And once the fog died down, we decided we'd take our raft out for a proper test drive. Ooh, my first drop. Aw, come on. We don't want to go out too far with our raft. We still have a lot more work to do. But on the way back to base, we came across this little beautiful egg. And yeah, we were almost chomped by a sarco grabbing the egg, so we quickly hightailed it home and began work on our little houseboat. We're going to sink the foundations on our raft using fence foundations and pillars. And yeah, just check out a guide if you're curious on how to do this. But yeah, this will allow us to access the drive function on the raft while still having all of our foundations placed around the raft. Beautiful. And by the morning of day 6, we were still hard at work on our houseboat. There is a limit to how much you can place on a raft or a boat, but for this playthrough, we decided we'd turn that setting up just a little bit. I genuinely don't think it gives you an advantage whatsoever. I think it just allows you to be a little bit more creative with the building on these rafts or boats. With the jankiness that is our houseboat complete, we decided we'd work on some storage solutions. We put down some storage boxes, and that's when we noticed there was a blue drop nearby. Wow, an ascendant crossbow on our first blue drop. This isn't my first no dinos attempt, but still, this is very lucky that we got an ascendant crossbow this early in the game. We farmed up a bunch of stuff to make a ton of stone arrows, and we marked the location of our base on our map using P. And with our new ascendant crossbow and our store of arrows, we set out on our little houseboat to check out that sarco. Let's see how tough you are now, Sarko. Boom. Ooh, okay, 1 arrow. That was a little anticlimactic. Ooh, Sarko skin though, I will take that. Yeah, this crossbow is definitely going to increase our level of play a little bit. I'm still so surprised that we got a good Ascendant crossbow on our first blue drop. The likelihood of that happening is very, very slim. And this is probably the best luck I've had out of any of my 100-day playthroughs. Now that we're better equipped to deal with the threats on the island, we figured we'd set out and do a little bit of exploring. Let's see how you like my crossbow there, Megalodon. Oh my, it's so OP. Obviously, all of these dinos are spawned at very low levels because of the game stage we're in, but that doesn't mean they can't destroy our raft and all the stuff we're carrying. Uh-oh, come on. Don't climb up on my raft, please. Oof, that was dumb. 110, I definitely would have tamed that Carno if this was not a no dino playthrough. Oh, that's rough. Since we had a ton of rotting meat in our inventory and we're not going to be using it to make a ton of tranks, we decided we'd chum the water a little bit from the safety of our houseboat. Here, sharky, sharkies.
Come down here,
Once we were confident the coast was clear, we decided we'd take a quick dive down to the ocean floor to harvest some oil from an oil node. Oh, go, what was that? We're not alone after all. We placed down a campfire on our houseboat to provide us with a yummy treat and give us some better visibility so we can relax in peace on the calm waters of the island. At this game stage, there's really nothing... Okay, is that an alpha megalodon? He seems to be preoccupied, so let's just hope he doesn't set his eyes on us. We're pretty much sitting ducks out here. Or maybe... sitting Pelagornis. After all that hard work, it was nice to have a nice, calm, relaxing, and anxiety-filled night out on the waters of the island. And yeah, that Megalodon is really close to us. Looks like that chumming worked. But to my surprise, the Alpha Megalodon totally disregarded us, and by the morning of day 7, we were alive and well, and ready to take on the next step of our quest of Ark without dinos. I'm still thinking this is a bad idea. Oh my. Anytime I tried to make it inland to farm drops or better resources, I was quickly pushed back to my boat by Carnos and Raptors. And it seemed like no matter where I decided to park my boat along the shores of the island, there was danger waiting around every corner. We did, however, stumble across a pack of lag-switching Meganura, which are a very good source of chitin in the early game. We pursued all the blue drops that were close to the shoreline, but we didn't have very much luck. We crafted a bunch of parachutes, which are pretty much our secret weapon for a No Dinos playthrough. Parachutes will allow us to traverse a large portion of land without actually touching the ground. It's kind of like a cheap flying mount. And they allow us to get on top of safe spots to take care of Therazinos like this one. Get wrecked, son. Oof. My green drop. Oh, come on. Never anything good. We continued our quest to find some good BPs or items and drops. And after a long night of no drops, on the morning of day 8, we were still out pursuing them. And that's when we came across another key component to this No Dinos playthrough, trilobites. Trilobites are found in abundance on the shores of the island, and one of the cool things about trilobites is that they actually drop black pearls. And black pearls are very, very hard to come by, especially in the early game. And you might be wondering, what do you need black pearls for? Well, black pearls are used in the crafting recipe for the actual motorboat. But the unfortunate thing is, trilobites only drop maybe 1 to 2 black pearls every so often. So yeah, you're going to be seeing a lot more of those guys in this playthrough. We spent the entirety of the day hunting and decimating the island's supply of trilobites. Get out of here, Manta. When nighttime rolled around, we decided we'd take a little break and relax in the safety of our little houseboat. But then we noticed some blue drops in the distance, and yeah, we had to pursue them, but it was all for nothing. But thanks to our parachutes, the commute is only one way, because we can just parachute home. On the morning of day 9, we found ourselves more inland in one of the inlets, and yeah, these places are densely inhabited by carnos like sarcos and raptors, and we have no place to hide on our houseboat. So we decided we'd set back out to some safer portions of the island. We farmed up a bunch of wood and thatch using our metal axe, and made our way around the island, taking note on how much supplies we would still need to craft our motorboat. We continued decimating the entire population of trilobites, and we even did a little fortifying and upgrading of the houseboat. Let's just hope this keeps those pesky carnos out. We crafted up a bunch of refining forges to get a little more metal rolling in, and on the morning of day 10 we set out on the open waters to see what we could get into. Just gonna take a little dip. Yeah, never mind. It seems like my little houseboat is a magnet for megalodons. And at this game stage, a megalodon will quickly ruin my playthrough if I'm caught with my pants down. We spent the rest of the day exploring, finding more trilobites and drops as they spawned. But once again, no luck. On day 11, we referenced the resource map on the wiki to find where we could get more metal. We need to get out of this area though. Unfortunately, all of the rich metal spawns are more inland, but there are all these river rocks that are easily accessible, and they will give us a nice little jump start on our metal store. On the morning of day 12, we placed down some large storage boxes to give us a little more storage. We continued farming all these river rocks and exploring the surrounding areas where we were farming. Ooh, get out of here, Sarco. While exploring, we stumbled across the rare sight, a sleeping moss chops. They look so peaceful. After farming up pretty much all the river rocks in the surrounding area, we decided we'd try our luck at making our way inland just a little bit. Go, 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 go. I should have invested in run speed. We found a green drop, but of course nothing was in it. So we decided we'd hightail it back to the beaches where it's a bit safer. And that's when we noticed that a beaver as well as a beaver dam had spawned. First we had to take out a few aggro dinos though. After dealing with the imminent threats, we could set our sights on taking out these beavers that were guarding the dam. If you guys didn't know, beaver dams are pretty much the best way to get cementing paste in the game. As well as that, beavers also drop pelts when you harvest them. And we will definitely need a lot of those if we would like to explore the snow biome. We parachuted our way back to the safety of our houseboat. We smelted and farmed more metal throughout the night, and on the morning of day 13 we farmed more trilobites and placed down more forges and another smithy. Yeah, now our little houseboat is starting to look sweet. Alright, maybe sweet's not the right word, but yeah, it'll do for now. Ooh, another alpha megalodon. What just happened there? Did he run out of air? Oh, okay, go, 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 go. This is why I've been sticking towards the land. Yeah, okay. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, will be the reason this playthrough ends prematurely. But at least the megalodon dropped a nice crossbow. We decided we'd try to get some revenge on that giant monstrosity in the water. If you guys didn't know, these guys will aggro to any form of boat that you might have in the water in Ark. And yet, it doesn't take many bites for these guys to demolish your ship, whether or not it's outfitted with metal foundations or not. And the targeting range on Elite Sickthus is pretty much the entirety of the ocean depth. Meaning if they're at the very bottom and you're cruising along the very top of the ocean, they will still aggro to you. Oof, that was actually really close. No more AFKing in the water. After spending the night repairing our boat and collecting our thoughts, we had a little bit of newfound confidence. So we made our way inland a little bit in search of obsidian, crystal, and some actual real metal nodes. But yeah, the further you go inland, the more dangerous Ark gets. And at this point in my game, I am still playing it very carefully. We stumbled across this tech parasaur. When harvested, it gave us a nice supply of electronics, oil, and scrap metals. And we also stumbled across the first artifact cave. Oh man, it's quiet. Whoa. For a brief moment, I thought that nothing had spawned in the cave yet, and I would just be able to cruise down there all nonchalantly and grab the artifact and leave. But yeah, that was not the case. And since we still only have a crossbow, taking out all these onyx is going to be a very daunting task. But we decided we'd try our hand at it and see what we could accomplish with just the crossbow. Ooh, that's gotta hurt there. Sorry, Scorpion. You might be asking yourself how I intend to take on these artifact caves without a single dinosaur. Well, we'll get to that in a little bit here. Let's just say I have a pretty good plan in mind. But for now we're going to make our way out of the cave, but not before getting all the crystal that our player could carry. We crafted a bunch of grappling hooks, which is going to be our secret weapon for taking on these caves, as well as a spyglass to gauge whether or not the dinosaurs are worth a fight or not. We decimated another family of trilobites before making our way back out into the waters in search of a blue drop on a nearby island. This blue drop was well worth the trip. We got a nice pike and a nice little pistol. On top of that, this island was littered with metal nodes and was inhabited solely by herbivores. So yeah, we spent the rest of the day and night farming and ferrying all this metal to our base. By the morning of day 15, we finished our metal run and made our way back to the mainland. But not before being visited by one of the gentle giants of Ark's oceans. Get out of here. I would have stopped and tried to fight him, but I felt like I was carrying so much precious cargo. We farmed up a couple more drops on the mainland and explored a little bit in search of more places to farm metal. And the entire time we were being pursued by this big guy. Yeah, he would not leave us alone. Come on, go, 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 go. Whew, that was close. For a no dinos playthrough, there is literally nowhere safe for us. The only thing we can depend on is our pike and our crossbow. We farmed up a bunch of flint and stone to make spark powder and our pestle and mortar. This spark powder is going to allow us to make gunpowder. We farmed up a bunch of fiber from the plants inland. Because believe it or not, we already put a serious dent in the durability of our crossbow. And we're going to need all the dura we can get if we're going to go down into these caves. We continued crafting gunpowder, and then eventually transferred all the gunpowder to our smithy to make simple bullets for our new pistol. It's already day 16, and we still don't have a real canteen, but first we'd need a fabricator, so we crafted one up, placed a stone ceiling tile, and placed our fabricator on top of it. We loaded it up with all the stuff we'd need to craft, and turned it on using gasoline. Nice. With our fabricator up and running, we can craft a bunch of cool stuff, one of which being the canteen, which is almost a necessity for going down into these deep caves. Daylight was already fading, so we wanted to get back down into this cave and start making some progress before it got too dark to see anything. It's been so long since I took this cave on, and even longer since I took this cave on without a dinosaur. So yeah, we needed all the help we could get. We slowly picked away at the mob groups, choosing our fights very wisely so that we didn't pull more than 1 or 2 packs at a time. We used the scope on our pistol to take out all the onyx we could from long range. We were crawling through these caves, literally, but by day 17 we were making good progress, and we actually stumbled across obsidian, which is awesome. We continued picking away at the groups of onyx, one by one, using our grappling hook to get into hard to reach places. Oof, oof. There's the artifact, yes. Yes. Once the coast was clear, we grappled over to the little island where the artifact was. and had a little dance party before grabbing the artifact. Nice. Ooh. Oh, it respawned already. Okay, nice. As I mentioned before, I had a plan in mind to take on this no dino run, and that plan relied heavily on the use of grappling hooks, crossbow, and parachutes. Ooh, a shotgun would be nice too though. What a good drop. After grabbing the drop and making our way back out of the cave, we filled up on crystal, and back at base we crafted those flak gauntlets. Before running back down into the cave, we decided we'd farm some more flint for gunpowder, and we were snuck up on by this little Rex. And yeah, we're not taking any chances with large carnivores. So we got up onto this little safe spot and took him out from the safety of this rock. Since this is a no dino playthrough, we can't hide behind the HP of our tames. So we crafted up a ton more ammo, and on the morning of day 18, after taking out this Bronto with our new shoddy, and pretty much every other living animal around us, except you're cool, we made our way back down into the cave to grab another artifact. I'm gonna want to grab multiple artifacts after I clear out these caves, because I'm not sure how far we're gonna make it into the boss tiers. But either way, I only want to do these caves once, and plus the drops spawn really fast down here and contain a lot of really good flak pieces. We continued delving deeper into the cave, collecting good resources as we came across them, and eventually making our way back down to the artifact of the massive. Once you clear out a route down to the artifacts, it takes a few in-game days for things to respawn, and you can force spawn the artifacts simply by logging in and out. After grabbing the artifact, we made our way back to our little houseboat. On the morning of day 19, after another delve down into the cave for the artifact, we were still short a few black pearls and some metal for our motorboat, so we went out farming more trilobites and basic resources to get that rolling. And while peacefully farming wood on the safety of the beaches, we were attacked by archenemy number 1, the Ichthyornis, but he was no match for our pistol. Oof. That's like DoorDash. Get out of my boat. Metal's not the only good resource that comes out of a forge. You also get charcoal, which is a key ingredient for gunpowder. So we filled up our forges to the top with wood and metal and continued exploring around the island. One thing we were still short on was polymer. I knew we could get some polymer from the Hesperornis, so we gathered it on day 20, but we were still short. So after a whole day of doing that, we decided we'd make our way to the winter biome on day 21 to farm some of these penguins for the real organic polymer. These guys drop a metric ton of organic polymer, and they always spawn in a small group. Am I the only one who feels guilt when I take these guys out for their polymer? The snow biome is also a good spot to gather silica pearls. So we spent the rest of the day farming polymer and other good resources and ferrying them back to our boat. On day 22, we were ready to craft our motorboat. This is a huge tech upgrade for us. Considering that we don't have any tames on this playthrough, having a speedy and reliable form of transportation is really going to increase our quality of life. We made our way back down to where we initially built our little base and stopped at a few drops along the way. This raft moved so slow, so on the morning of day 23 we found a safe little bay to begin crafting all the stuff to build a proper motorboat. Look how fast this thing goes. I don't know if I've just gotten so used to the little raft, but yeah, I flew up and down the coast all through the day and into the next day on this thing. It is so nice to have a motorboat. Day 24 was mostly spent building and gathering resources that we'll need to build. Once again, we're going to drop the foundations on the motorboat so that we can easily access the drive function of the boat without the foundations hindering it. Yes, look at it. It's beautiful. You can typically only fit like 3 or 4 rows of foundations on boats, but if you place down ceiling tiles, you can actually snap foundations to the ceiling tiles, which allow you to make a much larger footprint on your boat. We continued the construction of our new motorboat into day 25, and by this point it was really starting to come along nicely. We made some greenhouse building pieces just for aesthetics. We took a break to grab a couple drops that touched down around us and continued crafting and building our new motorboat. Around nighttime, we decided we'd take a little break from building to go grab some more organic polymer and see if we could find any more beaver dams. Ooh, give me that fur. Oh, never mind, you can have that. After restocking on some of our supplies, on day 26 we made our way back down the coast. We grabbed a couple drops along the way and began outfitting our base with all the necessities we would need. We can't take our raft with us, so we marked it on our map using P and set out for greener pastures. We referenced the spawn region map on the wiki once again to find some juicy areas. On day 27 we tried to take our houseboat inland a little bit on these rivers, but there were so many carnos and raptors especially, so we took a moment to close up all the holes in our base before making our way inland to look for beaver dams. Where's all them beavers at? Thanks to the spawn region map on the wiki, I was able to locate all the beaver dam locations. Now I just have to clear out every single aggro dino in this pond. You really have to play it safe when you're not using dinosaurs. After this playthrough, I don't think I'll ever take a single tame for granted. We farmed up a couple juicy drops along the way, and after clearing out the dam and waiting for it to respawn, we grabbed even more cementing paste on the next day. On day 28, we farmed up more beaver dams and killed more beavers. It's really a shame that all that wood went to waste, but I just can't carry it. We stopped at a few good drops along the way, and by nighttime we were back at our houseboat, crafting up more metal building pieces and starting to think about making some advanced rifle bullets for our new machine gun. That night we also crafted up a generator as well as all the electrical cable intersections, and on the morning of day 29 we continued work on our masterpiece. Oh yes. Sorry, this is a no PT area. After working all night, on the morning of day 30, our little houseboat was starting to look really sick. We made our way back down into the snow biome. We crafted a full set of fur armor to help us survive, and before too long we were back down with all the penguins. Yeah, we harassed these guys just a little bit, but hey, even humans play with their food. We used this time to gather some oil from these large oil nodes down in the snow biome and took a photo op. But yeah, we were rudely interrupted by a pack of saber-tooths. Get out of here. It's really a shame that advanced rifle bullets are so expensive, because this gun would probably always be my go-to in Ark. But maybe I'll use it more considering I don't have any dinos to depend on. Now that we were properly insulated and moving across the water at record speeds, we made our way up and down the coast of the snow biome to grab some of these purple drops and resources that were previously kind of unobtainable. This is gonna be a good one, I can feel it. Come on, this game's broken. On the morning of day 32, we continued work on our new houseboat. We're gonna be spending a lot of time inside this boat, so I think it's only right to make it look pretty. Yeah, it looks pretty alright. We continued harassing the local population of penguins. Hope nobody calls PETA. On day 33, we placed down a ton of mortar and pestles to help us with our cementing paste production. I would usually use all that chitin for like a really good PT saddle BP, but because we're not using tames, I mean, it's just all sitting there, so yeah, might as well put it to good use. We spent the majority of day 34 looking for these metal nodes that I saw on the resource map, but it turned out they were on top of these giant icebergs, which isn't a bad thing, but I just didn't know where they were. Ooh, oil nodes. Wonder what's up here. Juicy blue drop. Give me something good. It looks like something just ran through here and decimated them. Oh, okay. I think I know what just ran through here. These pigs are so ruthless. I don't know if you guys have ever encountered these guys on foot, but yeah, they will end your day very quickly. But they did do us a favor and took out a bunch of RGs and other animals. And I think we're going to need some of those pieces for the tribute. After gathering as much oil and metal as we could carry, we parachuted our way back down the base using grappling hooks. We decided we'd take a little swim down to the bottom of the ocean, but yeah, it turns out that the snow biome is not a good place for a swim. On day 35, we had enough supplies to craft not one, but 2 industrial forges. Now we just had to make some space. On day 36, we had our industrial forges placed in our base in a very cool spot. Check that out. This is really going to help our metal supply. We're going to be able to smelt metal faster than we can gather it. And we just increased our horsepower by like 500. Indie forges run on gasoline as well, so we spent the majority of day 37 harvesting a bunch of oil, as well as harvesting as much metal as we could carry. Ooh baby, we're getting there. Before I leave the snow biome, I'd like to have these forges at least halfway topped off. We also need to start working on delving into these caves. So we marked all the rough cave locations on our map using P. And yeah, those are all the places we're going to need to go. We crafted a set of scuba gear with the leftover polymer, and on the morning of day 38, we fixed our storage problem by adding some nice large storage boxes. This will help us keep our base a little bit better organized. We made our way back down to our little raft and gathered up all the resources that were in the raft that we might use. We also crafted up some light posts and artifact pedestals for the coolness factor. Artifact pedestals, as well as artifacts, are probably some of my most favorite items in all of Ark. They can turn a really lame looking base into a disco. We began using the ladder trick to place our cable intersections nice and straight, and placed our generator on top of them. By day 39, our base was really starting to come together. When I say base, I mean our boat, but yeah. We placed down a bunch of the lampposts, and we crafted a ton more ammo. And on the morning of day 40, after gathering a bunch of berries and having a ton of fun, we crafted our first industrial cooker, which will allow us to craft a bunch of really cool exclusive recipes. But then we found out that you can't place these guys or irrigation pipes on a boat. So yeah, we're gonna have to find a place on land. Oh, hello buddy. Yeah, these guys do not care if the boat is a speedboat or if it's a raft. They will aggro to you. Since we can't place our industrial cookers, we made do with these cooking pots to start crafting some healing brews. We also re-upped on our parachute supply while those healing brews were cooking. Oh, this is gonna take so long. But after a long and annoying day of manually cooking, we had a bunch of healing brews. And a red drop touched down very close to where our boat was parked, so we ran over there quick to see what we could find. And yeah, we got a nice pair of flak boots. We placed down some fridges to help us keep these healing brews. Ooh, red dye. Nobody likes red dye. By the morning of day 41, we were restocked and ready to take on the next artifact cave. I really don't even remember which cave this is, so we're going to be going in pretty much completely blind, but I'm confident we can handle it with all this powerful weaponry we have and our trusty grappling hooks. Wow, that's a lot of onyx. We tried to use our crossbow as much as possible without getting swarmed by these packs of onyx. And that's mostly because gunpowder is kind of our limiting factor right now. But yeah, now that we have industrial forges, pretty soon we'll have a ton of gunpowder. As much as I would have liked to conserve all my shoddy ammo, these onyx really made me need to use my shotgun. Because yeah, they would aggro socially, so like they would pull more than just the pack that's with them. But yeah, before too long, we actually made our way down to the bottom of this cave. This was a very short cave, in my opinion. Yep, we parachuted down and we grabbed the artifact of the Devourer. And thanks to our trusty grappling hooks, getting back out of here was a breeze. Just gotta do this 2 more times. And yeah, never underestimate the power of a parachute and a grappling hook. If you've ever played on any PvP servers, you know how important these 2 items are. If it wasn't for those 2 items, whoa, is that an Alpha Rex? Okay, he's only level 5, but yeah, we're gonna have to deal with him at some point. But for now, we're gonna make our way back down into the cave before anything respawns.
Hi guys, this is Mr. Rums' friend. And I'm here to tell you that if you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe. All your comments are really much appreciated. And make sure to let me know what map you would like to see next.
This is the closest thing to riding a dino that we're going to get on this playthrough. But it was fun while it lasted. Before too long, the artifact had spawned. And yeah, after a little bit of fun, we made our way back out of the cave using our grappling hooks and our parachutes. Alright, let's see where that Rex is. Alright, he didn't level up at all yet. And alright, you're getting a little close to the boat, buddy. Back off. Man, that Rex probably would have munched through all my storage boxes. Yeah, that's what I worry about with these alphas over here. I think we need an alpha Rex arm, or whatever they drop. So yeah, we're going to take this guy out from the safety of our grappling hook. As you can see, the strategy is pretty simple. Just grapple up out of the reach of the dinos and safe spot them. After firing what seemed like a million rounds into this guy, we finally got him down, but there was still this Alpha Carno to deal with. And yeah, he was making his way towards our boat, but we downed him just in the nick of time. And we were rewarded with a nice juicy purple drop. Alright, this game is actually broken. Harvesting those alphas gave us a ton of prime meat, but we don't have a good way to cook it yet, so we destroyed one of our fridges and placed down an industrial grill in its place. We're going to cook up a ton of this prime meat and hopefully make some jerky. We found a good spot for a pedestal and placed down our new artifacts in them. And after one last trip down into the cave for our last artifact, we set out on the night of day 41. Honestly, when thinking about how I was going to do this playthrough, making a cool speedboat was not something that I thought of. But yeah, on the morning of day 42, I needed more space to place all these pedestals in a really cool way. So yeah, I made use of some pillars and ceilings to make a spoiler for our speedboat. Is that a frog attacking us? Oh no, it's a leech. Oof. Leeches are horrible. They're my least favorite creature in Ark. After stocking up on more grappling hooks, we decided we'd take note on what's around us. We learned the engram for stimulants and crafted up some stimulants in our mortar and pestle. These may come in handy if we get hit by something that increases our torpor. After equipping our diving gear, we made our way back down into the water on the morning of day 43 to find the entrance to the next artifact cave. This one is not going to be nearly as easy. But yeah, thankfully with our flippers, we're able to outrun normal megalodons and just kind of kite them around. So that's what we did. We grabbed all the dinos that we could and kited them back to the entrance to make dealing with them a little bit easier. Ooh, don't mind us, Mosasaur. We're just gonna try to sneak right past you. Good, Mosasaur. Stay right there. We were successful with sneaking past the Mosasaur, but as we grappled out of the water, I heard the aggro music start playing in the background. And yeah, that's when I noticed that all the dinos that we had snuck past had gathered right below us, including the Mosasaur and a Tuso. So yeah, we were in quite a pickle. It honestly took most of day 44 just to get ourselves out of this situation. That little cave we just swam through is the only way back out. And yeah, all these guys were guarding it, so we definitely couldn't ignore them this time. Oh, this guy has so much HP though. Eventually though, the Alpha Megalodon beelined it back to that cave he just came through. So we decided we'd grapple our way onto some dry land and see about getting the artifact. Whoa, it looks so real. Wow. After getting distracted by literally everything in the cave, we found the entrance to the artifact on the morning of day 45. There were a few stuck Megalodons guarding the entrance, but yeah, I feel bad because they were stuck. They didn't really put up much of a fight. After taking out the rest of the stragglers that were guarding that cave entrance, we made our way deeper into the cave, and eventually we found our artifact. Artifact of the Cunning. Now I know why they call it the Artifact of the Cunning. I guess you'd have to be pretty cunning to come down into this cave. We wasted no time retracing our steps and making our way back to the surface to our speedboat. And since our cooking pots were already hot, we decided we'd make some stamina brews or energy brews just to help us out in these cave explorations. One down. On day 46, we repaired our scuba gear as well as our ascendant crossbow. And since we had some leftover berries, we made some dyes to customize our gear a little bit. Nice. Who's out here? Oh, you want some? Boom. Fully repaired and restocked, we wasted no time getting back down into the water. But this time there were a few respawns we had to take care of first. But thanks to our hard work, eventually we made it back down to the artifact without having to clear too many dinos. Just one more to go. We still needed one more artifact, so we made our way back up to our houseboat, placed the artifact on its pedestal, and made our way back down into the water. I'm sure you guys already know, but you can only carry one artifact on your person at any given time, unless you have an otter shoulder pet. And in one of my last videos, somebody asked how I was getting the artifacts so quickly. It's really as simple as logging in and out right next to the artifact. Never going in that cave again. Once we had the third artifact of the Cunning, we jumped back in our speedboat and made our way to our next destination. Look how cool this boat's looking, guys. By the morning of day 47, we were stuck, trying to make our way inland via one of the little rivers. But while we were here, we decided we'd farm up a ton of flint for spark powder, as well as fill up our indie forges with wood for charcoal. These caves are really emptying our bullet supply, so we spent the rest of the day crafting ammo. But by day 48, we left the safety and comfort of our boat, and we were hot on the trail to the next artifact cave. Oh, there it is. Surprisingly, we found this cave entrance very easily. And yeah, I think I actually remember this cave pretty well. Thanks to my grappling hooks, this isn't going to be much of a problem. Within minutes, we were already at the location of the artifact. Whoa, you guys weren't there a second ago. Go grappling hook. Poof. Headshot. Oh wow, there's collision on top of these things. That's pretty overpowered. Nice. Artifact of the Hunter. I guess it's safe to say that caves in Ark are not created equally. This one even had a nice little play area for survivors. After having my fun in the cave, we made our way back out. The entrance is not too far from where our boat is parked, and I'm actually confident I can probably get my ship a little closer to the entrance. So instead of throwing a box down, I'm just going to parachute back down to the boat. Just got to get rid of some of these pesky rocks. And that should do it. We should be, yes. We threw down some more pedestals and placed the artifact of the hunter inside one before making our way back down to the cave. Gotta go fast, gotta go fast. After a quick relog, the artifact had respawned just like we said. Nice. Now we just gotta Spider-Man our way out of this cave. Grappling hooks are probably one of the most OP items in all of Ark. Yeah, and these mushrooms, they're pretty good too though. By the morning of day 49, we were back out of the cave. We placed down the artifact pedestal and placed the artifact inside. Then we were bombarded by a group of raptors, but they didn't stand much of a chance. We made our way back down into the cave one last time for our last artifact. You have a few days before all of the mobs will respawn inside these caves, so if you need multiple artifacts, I always recommend doing them all in one shot. I know it can be very tedious and very annoying, but it's absolutely less annoying than clearing the cave out for the second or even third time. With that artifact done, we made our way further inland, but yeah, we were stopped by a lot of rockways. It really seems like these pathways, these rivers, are definitely made for you to be able to take boats further inland. But some of these rivers just seem like they're too shallow to get a boat through. But by day 50, we were further inland and fully restocked on all of our grappling hooks. We grappling hooked as far as we could over to the next artifact and ran the rest of the way by foot. Before too long though, we found the next artifact cave entrance and parachuted down into it. So many onyx. Oh. Good boy, you stay right there. Yep, nothing's happening. Like I said before, not all caves in Ark are created equally. This cave's artifact was hidden in this little honey hole halfway up one of the walls. And there was also like 4 different paths you could have taken to get lost. It's definitely an enjoyable experience to splunk in a cave like this. And after taking out some stealth Sarcos, the artifact was all ours. Yes, artifact of the pack complete. Just gotta get it 2 more times. We Spider-Maned our way back out of the cave using our grappling hooks. You stay right there, buddy. Ah yes, the surface. Get out of here, Snake. Thanks to pulling our boat further inland, it only took like 1 parachute to get back to our little houseboat. But we still had to make it back on board, and the swamps are no nice place to be, especially at nighttime. Back on board, we placed down a pedestal and placed the artifact of the pack snugly inside. Nice. We made some more grappling hooks and other supplies, and on the morning of day 51, we made our way back down into the cave. You stay right there. There were a couple respawns in our way before we could grab the second artifact, but yeah, they didn't stand a chance against our OP shoddy. And later that day, after a quick relog, we made our way back down into the cave to grab the third artifact. Nice, this is the last one. See you never, cave. The entrance was guarded by a friendly raptor, but yeah, we weren't taking any chances. And on our way back, that's when we stumbled across an old friend. What are you doing here, buddy? This is... oh, you get back here. Oh, you didn't change a bit. Oh, how I've missed my little monkey friend. Yeah. This is the same monkey from the Extinction playthrough. I don't know how he transferred over to the island map, but as always, it was definitely nice to see that little monk. I thought I lost him in one of the boss terminal caves. Back at base, we threw down the artifact of the packs in the pedestals and made our way out of this forsaken swamp. We're never going back there. On the morning of day 52, we stumbled across this beaver dam. It's pretty much like DoorDash. Check this out. We farmed up some more flint to make more gunpowder, to make more ammunition, and grabbed our set of ghillie armor and our black dye out of the box. We did a little dye session and then began our trek to the next artifact cave. As you guys can see, throughout this entire playthrough, I don't think my characters ran through a swamp once. And that's because there's a lot of nasties in the swamp biomes that will quickly end any playthrough. Just outside the swamp, we stumbled across this beehive in the redwoods, and you guys know I'm a sucker for beehives. And after getting lost like a dozen times, we eventually found our way down into the redwoods cave. But yeah, we were probably not best prepared for this cave. This isn't good, this isn't good, this isn't good. No. Go medical brews. Just a little tip though, if you're ever being swarmed by Meganeuras, just lay prone and eventually they will de-aggro. It definitely helps a lot when dealing with a huge pack of these guys. There's so many. How many are there in this cave? Oh, this is a nightmare. I was fully expecting there to be like 40 more packs just like that one. But somehow it seems as if I've aggroed the entire cave of Meganeuras as soon as I entered. But I guess it's a good thing they're all taken care of. Now we just gotta deal with these spiders. Why is everything so much higher level? Thanks to me bringing organic polymer, we were able to repair our ghillie armor set, which will definitely come in handy in this cave. If you guys didn't know, ghillie armor actually gives you a little bit of a stealth bonus. Before too long, we actually found the little cave that led to the next artifact. And we wasted no time grabbing that thing and getting out of here. We placed down a box to store the artifact in, so we don't have to deal with respawns running back to base. And day 53 was spent dealing with all the respawns and making our way back down into the cave. We grabbed the artifact successfully though, and made our way back out of the cave. On the morning of day 54, we were back at the artifact location to grab the third and final artifact. And now we have them all safely placed in the storage box. And now we start the long and tedious process of getting them all home. But yeah, I have a trick up my sleeve for that. Using redwood trees, you can pretty much grapple to the very, very top of them, using your parachutes to do a little bunny hop to the next redwood tree. And yeah, if you use your grappling hook while you're gliding on a parachute, you can get some good momentum. And by the end of the day, we were back at base. Unfortunately, parachutes only really work one way. So by the morning of day 55, we were back at our storage box, and before too long, making our way back down to our houseboat. Yeah, this takes a long time to glide back down from the redwoods. Day 56 was the same thing. We grabbed the final artifact from the storage box and parachuted our way back down the base. And by the morning of day 57, we had all three of the artifacts safely in our houseboat and began our trek to the next artifact cave. We really need some good consumables. Because we'd really like to have some consumables, on the morning of day 58, we decided we'd stop back at our land base. We did a bunch more farming, we got harassed by more dillos, but eventually we had enough supplies to start work on our next masterpiece. We crafted a bunch of greenhouse pieces with the crystal from the caves, and began turning our dock into a massive greenhouse operation. Dr. Green Thumb. We worked through the night, and by the morning of day 59 we had most of the greenhouse pieces done. Now we just had to get some electrical ran in this place. We placed a bunch of irrigation pipes on top of the base, as well as some metal water reservoirs to hold the water. After more farming, by day 60 our greenhouse was ready for some large crop plots. These crop plots are going to allow us to farm up a bunch of stuff that we could not otherwise gather by hand. And after throwing some taps down, our greenhouse was ready. The only thing we were missing was fertilizer, so we learned the toilet engram. We placed down some light posts just for the aesthetics and colored them with our spray gun. Oh yeah, look at that. I placed down a toilet in our base next to a tap, and that's when I realized I can't actually farm fertilizer in this biome. So we loaded up on our houseboat, and on the morning of day 61 we started the long journey to the snow biome. And by day 62 we found a suitable spot on one of these little icebergs. We threw down some foundations as well as some metal irrigation pipes and an intake. On top of the pipes we put our toilet, and that's where the magic will happen. If you guys didn't know, the toilet actually turns your into fertilizer. So yeah, we farm fertilizer for an entire day. Man, I'm bushed. Let's get out of here. With our houseboat loaded up with a metric ton of fertilizer and illicit animal parts, we loaded up and made our way back to our grow operation. Now we just need to load all these babies up with seeds. We tried to keep ourselves busy by farming drops that touched down around us. We were kind of at the mercy of the crop growth speed. By day 63 the crops were still growing, so we decided we'd farm up a ton of gunpowder, which we turned into ammunition. We also filled up our forages with more wood for charcoal. And by the end of the day our crops were starting to fruit. Beautiful. On day 64 we crafted our first chem bench, which we placed in the same spot where we had our cooking pots. Nice. This chem bench is going to allow us to make gunpowder at a much faster rate, as well as some other good consumables. Day 65 we made a bunch more medical brews using the industrial cooker. And while exploring, on day 66 we came across the stuck alpha raptor. Okay, he's not stuck, never mind. Ooh. Oh, that was close. We needed a bunch of raw prime meat for consumables, but I wouldn't have taken this guy on if I thought he wasn't stuck. But the good news is we made it safely back to base with a whole inventory full of raw prime meat, which we stuffed in our industrial cooker to make some battle tarte. We also made Lazarus chowder, as well as a bunch more medical brews and focal chili. These items are going to allow our character to run at supernatural speeds. And while we were cooking consumables, we figured we would clean up our map a little bit and put some more precise locations on the caves that we still needed. And on day 67, with a whole ton of consumables in our fridge and a good plan of action in mind, we set out to grab the last couple artifacts. This one artifact cave here is actually in the middle of the ocean, and there is no way I'm letting all my progress sit out in open waters with those Lead-a-Sith around. And so with our scuba gear equipped, we hopped off our raft and plunged down into the next artifact cave. Ooh, hello. Whoa, it's kind of like riding a Tamed Dino. Oh, after having a little fun with those land rays, whatever glitch was going on, we made our way down deeper into the cave, and before too long we actually found the room with the artifact. But it was guarded by like 30 megalodons and a bunch of those electric eels. So we very carefully made our way back down into the water using our grappling hook. And yeah, we almost drowned grabbing this artifact. I guess I was getting a little ahead of myself, but eventually we were successful and made our way out of the cave. This cave was surprisingly large, but not really densely inhabited like the other underwater caves. Where did our raft go? Oh, thank goodness. For a moment there, I was actually worried that our raft got eaten by a Lead-a-Sith, but not this time. We dropped off the artifact at our speedboat and made our way back out the cave entrance on our raft. Nice sharkies. Yeah, you beat that turtle up. Now we just peacefully make our way back down into this cave and hope there's no respawns. Yeah, take that. What is that noise? Oh my, go, 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 grappling hook. Get out of the water fast. Oh, that was fast. Where did you guys come from? Level 200 Alpha, no way. This Alpha and all of his friends were definitely not here just a moment ago, and they are guarding the only way out of this cave, so we pretty much had no other option but to take them out. Go, go, parachute. As you guys can see, grappling hooks and parachutes are so overpowered within these caves. Without both of these items, I'm really not so sure that I could pull off a 100 days hardcore playthrough without any dinos. By day 68, we were back down in the cave to grab another artifact of the brute. But this time, we decided to skip most of the low-level mobs using the speed-enhancing dishes. As you can see, not even the eels can catch you. So yeah, they're pretty overpowered in these caves. On the morning of day 69, we were heading back to base, and then eventually back down into the cave for the last artifact of the brute. I'm really not going to miss this cave, especially after that alpha. At the time of recording, it was like 3 in the morning, and I was just on cruise control, just trying to get these last artifacts taken care of. And that's when we were visited by my arch enemy, the Dinosaurs. If I would have had my speedboat out here, I probably could have outran this guy, but yeah, then I also risked all of my progress. No! Swim, 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 swim. Not gonna let you get away that easy, buddy. Take an arrow to the face. Alright, he's a lot faster than I thought. No, 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 no. No. Oh, that was close. Don't get too comfortable. I'll be back for round 2. Back at base, we placed down the pedestals and marked one of the caves off of our map. On day 70, while making our way up the coastline, we noticed that the Dinosaurs had actually aggroed to our speedboat. So we pulled our speedboat inland where it would be safe and took to the waters for some revenge. Oh, how the rules have reversed. Ooh, that's so janky. Oh, after getting some sweet revenge on the Dinosaurs, we made our way back to our boat. We have a lot of work to do yet, so we don't have time to be playing around with that guy. On day 71, we were in the snow biome, still making our way to the next artifact cave. We really struggled to find this artifact cave entrance. We thought it was underwater here, but as we were exploring, we noticed there was another Dinosaurs parked very close to where our boat was. Unfortunately, in the snow biome, there's no banks for you to park your boats. So we drove around a little bit and found a spot that would be a little bit safer to park our boat. No, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, go. Get out of the water, quick. The cold water was really getting to our head, so we made our way back on the base to have a nice warm meal and recoup a little bit before we went out and found the entrance to the cave. It actually wasn't underwater at all. I should have remembered, but yeah, this cave entrance is up on a cliff here in the snow biome. Oh, this cave is gonna be rough. After peeking our head in the cave, we decided we weren't really prepared, so we went back down to our house and grabbed a bunch more consumables and ammunition for this cave. This cave is really cold, so we waited till the morning of day 72 before we actually started our expedition down into the cave. We also referenced the map just so we didn't get lost, because there's a lot of bad spots in this cave, and so many onyx. Alright, Rums, we gotta pick up the pace. It's getting pretty cold in here. There it is, there it is. Ooh, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Ooh, that was really close. By the morning of day 73, the cave was cleared of onyx and spiders, and we were able to grab the artifact of the Skylord and make our way out of there with haste. Do I have to go back in that cave? Going against our better judgment, we made our way back into the cave for the second artifact. And on day 74 we placed down the pedestals, and yeah, now we have all of the artifacts of the Skylord. Beautiful. You guys might be wondering why I'm collecting all 3 of the artifacts. Well, as I stated earlier, I'm really not trying to clear these caves out more than once. Whoa! Oh my, let's get out of here. Oh, I'm stuck. Go, 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 speedboat. Go, 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 go. There he is. I should have known better. Where you at, buddy? Whew. Alright, let's get out of here. By the morning of day 75, we were very close to where the next artifact was. We crafted up a ton of grenades, and after dyeing our fur armor, we set off in search of the next artifact cave. The grenades will help us get the Perlovias out of their hidden state, where they're burrowed into the ground. And yeah, we do not want a Perlovia pouncing on us, especially if it's accompanied by a few level 300 Yetis or polar bears that also inhabit this cave. By the mid-afternoon, we were deep into the cave already. We referenced the cave map so we didn't get lost and started the trek deeper into the snow cave. Ooh, hello there, beautiful. What level are you? 235, okay. Yeah, we're gonna try to use our Ascendant crossbow as much as possible in this cave, where we can at least, because yeah, we're gonna need every bit of ammo we brought with us, I think. We safe spotted as many of the mobs as we could from the safety of this little hole here. It was a long and tedious process to kite all of the mobs back to this little safe spot, but yeah. Our grappling hook also came in handy, because a lot of these dinos can't actually reach you when you're on the ceiling, but you can't drink medical brews. It gets really cold in this cave at night, so on the morning of day 76, we continued our descent deeper into this Perlovia-filled cave. One of the toughest things was the inability to use medical brews while you're on a grappling hook or parachuting. So yeah, I'd have to come down from my safe spot a whole bunch just to use medical brews, which put me in a pickle more than once. But it's better than trying to fight these guys on foot for sure. Alright, there is so many dinos in this cave. Any other Perlovias down here? Eventually we found our way to the artifact location. It only took us a solid like 2 days in this cave. But even with a full set of fur armor, I was still only really able to make progress in this cave during the daytime. So yeah, it didn't really go so fast. Are those respawns already? Let's get out of here before Perlovia gets us. As I was trying to say earlier, before we were so rudely interrupted by that Ledisith, I'm collecting multiple of the artifacts, just in case I'm able to take on the harder difficulties of the bosses. Like I said, I really don't want to make a second or even third trip back down into these caves as a full clear. So yeah, we're going to make multiple trips back down to save us on ammunition and our sanity. By the morning of day 80, we were out of that cave, and I think we pretty much got all the Perlovias or heavy dino spawns cleared. Now we just gotta get through the entrance. For time's sake, we crafted a small storage box and placed it right next to the entrance, as well as a campfire to craft up some food and give us some warmth. Campfire. By day 81, we were back down in that Perlovia pack cave, and yeah, we just managed to parachute through most of it this time. We stumbled across the yellow cave drop, which can be really good, but unfortunately it only dropped us a saber-tooth saddle. Before too long, we were at the artifact location and grabbed the second artifact. On the morning of day 82, after delivering our artifact to the small storage box, we were back down in the cave for the final artifact. Nice. Now we just hope for no respawns. Oof, I cannot be doing that in this cave. I cannot be doing that. That's the only downside about grappling hooks. It's really easy to take fall damage just by letting go of the grappling hook. But yeah, by nighttime we were out of the cave and we had all the artifacts in the storage box. Now let's get down to our houseboat using only one parachute. Nice, Rexy, you stay right there. After a long commute, on the morning of day 83, we were successfully back at our houseboat, but we didn't stay too long because we still had to retrieve those 2 other artifacts. There's so many dinos. Ah, yes, finally. I'll take that. And one more trip back down the base. I really can't understate how important speed enhancing dishes are in this game. By day 84, we grabbed the final artifact, and we even stopped at a blue drop with a nice ghillie headpiece. We threw down some artifact pedestals and stuffed the artifacts inside. Nice. And now our boat was really starting to look sick. One more off the list. Nice. By this point, we really only had like 1 or 2 caves left. But we did take some time to repair all of our stuff, as well as craft some more shoddy ammo before we head back out. And what do we have here? Ooh, I will definitely take that chest piece. On our way to the next cave, we made a quick pit stop inside the volcano at the tech cave entrance. I wanted to see what tributes we would need to summon the tech cave, as well as pop down a large storage box to hide some ammo in for the tech cave. We scaled to the top of the volcano and parachuted our way in the direction of the next cave, and by the morning of day 85, we had successfully found the final cave. Now just gotta clear this baby out. So many snakes, so many snakes. Oh, poor dung beetle. To my surprise, this cave was very short and very easy compared to the other ones. In what seemed like just a few minutes, we had already found the location of the last artifact. But it's guarded by like 500 spiders. I'll be taking this. Nice. And after clearing everything, we grabbed the artifact of the clever and made our way out of the place on the morning of day 86. Hello, big guy. Once again, we threw down a storage box to store the artifact in so we could run down before any respawns happened. And after a quick reload, the artifact had respawned and we were out of the cave on the morning of day 87. Alright, sorry man. I can't stand that. And with all 3 of the artifacts in hand, well, 1 artifact in hand, we ate some consumables and started the long trek back home. We even hit a nice little purple drop on the way. Alright, parachuting is starting to get old. You can't control these things. Look how far above there's nothing I can do. I gotta wait. I wish I had a tappy or a pterodon, something, anything. Even a pelagornis would be okay right now. But we still had to make our way back to the storage box to grab the second artifact, but not before a duel with this Rex. Oof, that was close. Go, go, go. Can't you see I'm trying to film here, bud? Usually it's a nice calm trip back to the storage boxes, but yeah, this one was a bit more eventful. Oh no, 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 no. Not raptors, not raptors. Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Whew. That was close. After narrowly escaping with our lives, we made our way to the storage box to grab the second artifact of the clever. And yeah, we're gonna take the safe route home this time. By nighttime, we were back at base with the second artifact. We restocked on grappling hooks and set out. And by the morning of day 88, we were back at the storage box to grab the final artifact. Get out of here, RG. Come on. We threw down the final pedestals and stuffed the artifacts inside. And on the morning of day 89, we threw down a smithy to store all of our tribute items to stay better organized. Like I previously stated, I'm not sure if I'm going to take on all 3 difficulties of the bosses, but I'm probably going to try if it's doable. So along the way I tried to collect all of the tribute items, including this Giga Heart. It didn't take us long to find a Giga on the side of the volcano, and we threw down a large behemoth trap. After putting a trap down close by, we aggroed him from afar and parachuted over top of our trap. Wow, that was really clean. Nice. Now all we had to do was take this guy out. Oof, that's rough. But we got him. Give me that. Thank you. And with the Giga Heart in hand, we pretty much had all of the tributes, except a few. But we'll handle them when the time comes. On day 90, we repaired our armor, made some mind wipe tonics, and other consumables, and prepared for the inevitable boss fights. We crafted up a ton more shoddy ammo, as well as advanced sniper ammo. And with everything sorted, we made our way down to the Red Obelisk. The Red Obelisk is the closest to the beach, so yeah, we're gonna check this obelisk first. Oh man, it's the dragon. Alright. After customizing our gear a little bit and grabbing the artifacts we needed, we used a mind wipe tonic so that we could stat our character a little better. We pretty much want as much run speed that we can get without getting one shot and being able to carry a lot of ammo. And with all that stuff sorted out, on the morning of day 92, we were up at the Red Obelisk to try our hand at the easy dragon fight. This guy has so much HP. Alright, consumables, they will help. Probably should have waited to do the dragon last, but yeah, we're already here, so let's give it a go. Oh, I want to turn back now. The dragon fight on foot is actually 100% doable. The strategy is pretty simple. You use all your run speed consumables and spec your character for like 140, at least 140% run speed, and run around the outside of the arena trying to kite all of the ads as well as the dragon. You can actually safe spot the dragon in a few locations if you're lucky enough to get him stuck. But yeah, pretty much the entire strategy is outrunning the dragon. Alright, I think I can survive one hit from him. Yes, safe spot right there. Stay right. Oh, alright, and you're gonna fly. Phew, that was close. Too close for comfort. Come on, get stuck, get stuck. Alright, it's shoddy time. Just a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, come on. We're so close, so close, so close. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Yes! Yes, Gamma Dragon is complete. Phew, that was tough though. Whoa, it looks so real. At this point, I'm not so sure I can do the beta or the alpha dragon on foot. I'm very confident I can do the spider and the monkey on higher difficulties, but yeah, I mean, the dragon's going to be the limiting factor here. So I think we're going to do the tech cave on Gamma. On the morning of day 93, we set sail to the next boss terminal. We quickly restocked on consumables and ammunition. We grabbed all the artifacts that we'd need and a bunch of grappling hooks and set out for the next boss terminal. Thank goodness for grappling hooks. See you later, UT. Before too long, we made it to the Blue Obelisk, where we're gonna do the monkey fight. We loaded up the terminal with all the artifacts, ate some more consumables, and prepared ourselves for the Gamma Megapithecus fight. Where's that giant monkey at? Oh, there he is. Real quickly, this is probably the easiest fight to do on foot. A lot of people, even if they have access to tames, will opt to do this fight on foot, especially on PvP servers. If you kite the monkey to this position right here and crouch or lay down right here on this rock face, his stone throw ability cannot actually hit you, and you can just pelt him from the safety of this cliff. Yeah, you just gotta make sure those monkeys don't get to you though. Too easy. Nice. Let's see. Let's try to get a screenshot with this guy. After having a little fun and getting some photos with the Gamma Megapithecus, we teleported back out to the obelisk. Snowball is the best emote. Nice. We made our way back down to base with all of our goodies and the new element that we got from the Megapithecus fight. Look at that guy. So cool. If it wasn't for the dragon having so much HP, I could definitely solo him on foot. Oh, I'm so sorry. That hurt. But for now, we still have the spider boss to contend with. On the morning of day 94, we made our way down into the swamp and grabbed all the artifacts we'd need. We enjoyed some nice refreshing swamp water and set out for the next boss terminal. There she be, the green obby. By the morning of day 95, we were at the green terminal with all the tributes we would need to summon the Gamma Broodmother. Let's do this. The Broodmother fight is kind of a mix between the dragon and the Megapithecus, in the sense that it has the HP pool of the monkey, but the strategy of the dragon. You're pretty much going to want to kite the Broodmother around the exterior of the boss arena, avoiding all of the little spider minions as they spawn. And I don't know if it's usually this dark or if there's some sort of graphical bug going on, but yeah, this really pumped up the difficulty a little bit, I feel. Oh no, I just ran straight into those guys. Go, 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 run faster. Yeah, bug repellent really helps. Can't catch me. Oh no, 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 get off me, get off me. Ooh, that was close. Oh! Sweet victory. Eventually we took down the Gamma Broodmother. And yeah, I was really looking forward to getting out of this cave. It's just so dark in here. Yeah, the Alpha Spider would probably give me a run for my money, but it would definitely not be as hard as the Dragon. But with the Gamma Spider complete, we were now ready to take on the Gamma Tech Cave. Ooh, look at that trophy though. And since we have all this element, I really wanted to make a tech replicator. Since we're using my character from my Extinction playthrough, we have the entire set of tech armor unlocked. But in order to make that full set of tech armor, we're going to need a replicator. So we made our way down to the red obelisk, which is the closest to the shoreline, and started ferrying all the metal ingots from our industrial forge up into the terminal. Oh man, we need more polymer. We needed to go to the snow biome to farm up a bunch of organic polymer. And I figured while we were up there, because we were kind of short on element, why not grab all the stuff for the Beta Megapithecus and try to take him out. It was a pretty sketchy trip up here at night though, I will say. But before too long, we were at the terminal and we loaded it up with all the tributes for the Beta Megapithecus fight. Let's do this. I hope I brought enough ammunition. Why is everything so bright? Oh my, what happened to my art? By the morning of day 96, we were inside the boss fight arena. And yeah, the strategy was pretty much exactly the same as the Gamma Megapithecus fight, with the exception of a few stragglers that would try to attack us from the safety of our rock. Oh no, where's he going? Where are you going? Oh no, 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 no. Whew, that was really close. He would have one-shot us so easily. Nice. Beta complete. With the Beta Megapithecus complete and a ton more element in our inventory, we made our way back down to the red obelisk. Hello. We crafted up a ton of hard poly with the obsidian we had left over. And yeah, and then we were ready to craft our tech replicator. Ooh. Tech unlocked, baby. With the tech replicator crafted, we placed it on top the spoiler of our boat for maximum horsepower gains. And now the only thing left to do was craft our tech armor set. Yes, look at that. It is so beautiful. We still had a bunch of extra artifacts on our boat, and we were still kind of short on element for the tech cave. So we gathered all the tributes for the Alpha Megapithecus, but not before customizing our tech gear a little bit. There we go, that's much better. Nice. It is so much faster moving around the map with a tech armor set. I really should have farmed the tech suit earlier. This is so nice, but the helmet's ugly. By the morning of day 97, we had the terminal loaded up with everything we would need for the Alpha Megapithecus fight. I truly intended to take on all difficulties of the bosses, but I'm gonna be honest, I think the Alpha Dragon is a little bit out of reach for a solo playthrough without any dinos. Even the Alpha Megapithecus gave me a run for my money here. It seems like he did not want to get stuck in the same spot as easily. But before too long we persevered and were able to take down the Alpha Megapithecus. Nice. And that makes all of them. We have enough element to take on the tech cave with our tech suit, and even maybe craft a tech rifle. So we made our way back down to our base, and on the morning of day 98 we grabbed all of the trophies from the bosses. We're going to use these to summon the tech cave, but before we did that we figured we would take a moment and appreciate everything we've accomplished up until this point, and maybe craft that tech rifle. It's gonna hit like a wet pool noodle, but it might come in handy inside the tech cave. Quick paint job real quick. We spent the last bit of day 98 getting everything in order for the tech cave and the overseer fight. After repairing all of our gear and fully stocking up on everything we'd need for the tech cave, on the morning of day 99 we set out in search of the last and final boss. I'm not really sure what's going to happen from here. I've never taken on the Overseer on foot, and it's been a very long time since I've taken him on solo. But we loaded up the terminal that night. We prepared ourselves for what's to come inside this tech cave, and on the morning of day 100 we were ready to open the doors to the tech cave. Oh no, tech suit doesn't work in here? What? Go, 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 run fast. Parachute. Ooh, that was close. Ooh, hello Giga, don't mind me. If I remember correctly, the tech cave is probably one of the coldest places in all of Ark. We packed our fur gear, but we're gonna try to make do without it because the tech suit is really OP for the Overseer fight. And now that we made it down to the Overseer terminal, we activated it and prepared ourselves for the final boss fight. Ooh, this place is really cool. Whoa, it looks so real. Wow. I'm really unsure if I'm going to be able to complete even the gamma difficulty of the Overseer on foot, but we're going to give it everything we got, as long as the hypothermia doesn't get to us first. Alright, enough stalling, we gotta get down there. We're gonna run out of med brews. Whoa, this place is so cool. Go, go, shotgun. Go, 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 go. Oh, I forgot he has an energy shield. Ooh, enforcers. It's monkey time now. Alright, let's try to get this monkey down in one go. Ooh, that was close. Go, go, Mad Brews. Go, 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 go. Megapithecus down. What's next? The dragon? Oh, these guys hit so hard. Why can't I heal in the air? Alright, it's DPS time. Go, 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 go. Aww. Okay, now it's time for the dragon, I think. Oh, I hope this guy doesn't have as much HP as the real one. A really helpful tip for the dragon fight is hugging these pillars, because the dragon's fire breath cannot actually hit you if you hug the pillar towards the top. You still have to keep an eye out for those pesky drones though. Alright, now we're getting him down. Just a bit more. Nice. Dragon complete. Now we just gotta make it to the spider. Leave me alone, drones. Come on. Hello, Miss Broodmother. Oh, our HP's dropping. Don't get hit, don't get hit. We gotta heal up. Yes, 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 yes. Broodmother down. Now we gotta heal up. Heal, 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 heal. Oh, you guys are so annoying. Get out of here. Come on, baby. Megapithecus. I forget, is that it? Did I win? There are so many drones. One more hit, one more hit, one more hit. Yes! Yes! That is it. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the island map completed without a single tamed dinosaur. I don't think I could have pulled off the alpha, especially with the dragon, but we are ascending the island without any dinos. It feels pretty good. This has definitely been my craziest 100 days playthrough, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching it just as much as I enjoyed making this video. If you guys enjoyed this video and you'd like to see more content like this, make sure to show some love on this video. Leave me a comment and let me know what map you would like to see next. These videos are definitely a labor of love. They take so long to produce, let alone edit, but hearing your guys' feedback and all of your comments makes every bit of the work worth it. So like I said, make sure to show some love on this video if you enjoyed it, and let me know what map you would like to see me play next. This has been your boy Mr. Rums, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Everyone stay safe and take care. Peace.